Tesla stock is having a pretty weird day today. Markets are soaring higher. Tesla, at the time of recording this video, is pretty much break even on the day today. It was up a lot, around 3% in the beginning of trading, and then it kind of just failed from that point. Now, here in this video, I will explain exactly what is going on today with the markets and with Tesla stock. Because we actually have a lot of good news today. So a lot of people are going to be confused. First and foremost, here is some of the big news today for Tesla. It comes from Stifel that has raised their Tesla price target to $492 per share from $411. They say, quote, "We believe Tesla is very well positioned to deliver robust multi-year growth in 2025 through 2027 and beyond. In the near term, the revamped Model 3 and upcoming Model Y refresh should bolster sales, followed by the announcement of a lower-priced vehicle, the Model 2, production that likely garners very strong demand. We also believe Tesla's AI-based full self-driving initiative has the potential to generate significant value through both sales of FSD, possible licensing agreements, and as critical part of a longer-term cybercab robotaxi initiatives." I mean, I think that's about as good as an analyst note gets on Tesla right now. Robotaxi, newer priced Tesla products, an acceleration in multi-year growth. So why did this not have a more positive impact on Tesla stock today? I think a lot of it is actually technical in nature, because it looks like we got rejected at this 20-day moving average around $425 per share today. And now you're right back down to the level that you were at on Thursday, right? Or on Friday, excuse me. You're back to this gap fill level, and you're kind of, finding a lot of support here. So it looks more technical in nature to me, and it does take a little bit of time for your gamma ramp to start ramping up again with option activity. It doesn't immediately start. That's why even on, Friday, for an example, when you had the gamma squeeze, gamma ramp, whatever you want to call it, you kind of start off low and then ramp into the end of the day or into the end of the week. It is now Monday, so it could take a little bit of time for things to get really moving again. Option activity today for Tesla stock is very positive. There's not an issue there. You have 127 different orders totaling $126.35 million. Get this, with a positive order value of 92%. 92% positive ordered value. That is extremely bullish. And I guess we'll come back to that in just a moment. We'll look at the short position as well. Some of this could be the inverse Kramer effect. Jim Kramer says, working on a Sunday brainstorm about buying Palantir and Tesla, and the need to do so because of the protective intellectual blankets they give you. Only, of course, for the CNBC Investing Club. Oh, why not? I mean, instinctively, I think he's correct, right? You have to own Tesla. As a hedge fund manager, it's going to become more and more clear by the day, by the week, by the month, that you cannot afford to miss the opportunity in Tesla. Whether you're thinking about Optimus or whether you're thinking about robotaxi, you just can't afford to miss Tesla's rally, to miss what Tesla is doing. It's kind of like Nvidia over the last 2 years. Even if you weren't that bullish on Nvidia's valuation, or you thought they were going to miss on earnings or whatever it was, you still had to be in Nvidia or something similar to Nvidia, because if you missed that, if you missed AI, you might not have a job, okay? That could start to kind of happen with Tesla. I agree with Jim Kramer on that. But in the short term, Wall Street kind of says, oh, crap. Inverse Kramer effect, here we go. Tesla now sells car parts online and supports consumers' rights to repair. Tesla's electronic parts catalog now allows owners to order individual parts or complete assemblies for various vehicle parts, and this looks like brakes, calipers, rotors, more simple things. New Street Research today has upgraded their Tesla rating to buy from neutral with a $460 price target. The company's growth in autos should reaccelerate with the launch of lower cost models, and its gross margin stabilizing as Tesla reduces cost as fast as prices. Meanwhile, New Street says Tesla's full self-driving is accelerating, which strengthens the view that the company could launch a partially unsupervised version and robotaxi test fleets this year. While the road is still long and arduous towards scale deployments, the stock price will further reflect the opportunity. New Street sees significant long-term upside, up to a $4.7 trillion market cap in 2030 if Tesla moves the full self-driving opportunity towards a dominant fleet of robotaxi. It views the risk-reward of owning the stock as positive. Yeah, who cares? $4.7 trillion market cap. Yeah, Tesla stock should probably not be read after commentary like that. Tesla stock today has a market cap of about $1.3 trillion. So that would essentially be like a 3x from here. That would be Tesla stock at over $1,200 per share. In other news, Tesla secured its position as one of the top selling brands in South Korea with 29,750 vehicles sold in 2024. It ranked third behind BMW at 73,000 units and Mercedes at 66,000 units. The Tesla Model Y became the best selling import model. UK-based renewables investor Cubico Sustainable Investments has kicked off the construction of a 47.5 megawatt, 95 megawatt hour Tesla Megapack battery energy storage facility in Dorset, England, planning to bring it online next year. And also in the news today, BEVs made up 19.6% of all new car sales in the UK in 2024. The industry still missed the mandated yearly target. UK rules required EVs to make up 22% of an automaker's new car sales in 2024. Lucid delivered 3,099 vehicles in Q4, beating expectations of 2,637. The company produced 3,386 cars. On a full year basis in 2024, the company produced 9,029 vehicles and delivered 10,241 vehicles. A Tesla engineer says the new Tesla product roadmap covers more areas than ever before, and I think that's pretty true. I mean, you now have the Cybertruck, a lower priced Cybertruck is coming, lower priced, essentially like a Model 3, the Model 2 is coming, semis are coming, a Roadster eventually is coming. You're increasing that total addressable market, which is critical to continuing to grow. And Elon Musk says that 2025 is looking good. This is a political post. This is Trump won, Trudeau resigned. It goes on, okay? Xavier Malia, Argentina's president, created the first surplus since 2008 in Argentina. Masculinity is back. Great men are ascendant. It's just in time, blah, blah, blah. I think Elon, some people are taking this as Elon, is projecting that we're going to have a good economy next year. We're going to have a good Tesla next year and things are going to be better than people expect. I mean, it sounds good. Elon saying 2025 is looking good. Gary Black says today that Tesla's price target raised to $492 from $411 at Stifel. We expect more Tesla price target increases in the coming weeks, given an average Tesla price of $298 versus the current price of $420 pre-market, negative 29% difference. More importantly, just 6 out of 28 analysts with buy ratings on Tesla have price targets above the current $420 price pre-market, a situation which we have said is untenable since institutional salespeople have no ammunition with which to make a bullish Tesla call when their analyst has a price target below the current price. So basically, you're likely to get a lot more buy recommendations and higher price targets coming in over the next couple of months because it's hard to deny Tesla when it's already well above your price target, and these firms want to sell their clients on Tesla. I mean, it's hard to sell your clients on Tesla if you have a $300 price target because you just haven't changed it, and the stock's in the 400s and going higher. Now, also in the news today, Trump says, I will unban Biden's oil drilling ban immediately. Oil is not reacting too much. It's down about 0.1% today. And apparently, Trump aides are prepping a major tariff rollout with one key change. On the campaign trail, Trump pushed universal import duties applied to every country and every imported good. Now, Trump aides are still preparing universal tariffs in that they'll hit every country, but not on every import. Instead, these tariffs would only fall on critical imports, stuff critical for national defense, healthcare, energy production, etc. The idea is universal tariffs would prevent circumvention problems of shipping imports via third countries, but the narrow list limits price shocks inherent in hitting every import, at least in theory. So in theory, this could be tariffs without as much of the inflation risk. That's what markets are taking out of this. We don't know if that's the correct way to view this, but that's what the markets are taking out of this, and that is why you're having another good day. The Dow is up 0.63%, S&P up 1.05%, NASDAQ up 1.5%, and the Russell up almost 1%. U.S. durable goods data was revised to negative 1.2% from a forecasted negative 0.5%. The previous month was negative 1.1%. So we were actually expecting durable goods orders for the month of December to, get revised up from negative 1.1% to now only negative 0.5%. That was expected to be a big positive revision, right? Showing the economy is doing well. In fact, they were revised a little bit lower than we even thought. So that was like a 2 standard deviation miss on U.S. durable goods, which could be easing some of the, fears that the economy is going to be so hot this year, 2025, that the Fed's not going to be able to cut rates at all. And you can see 10-year Treasury yields have been pretty volatile overall at the beginning of trading today. 10-year Treasury yields were actually down on the day at 4.57%. Today, they're at 4.61% after hitting a high of 4.64%. It's really just tariffs, I think. Every time you get headlines on tariffs, 10-year Treasury yields spike regardless. You also had final data for S&P Global composite PMI at 55.4 versus the flash at 56.6. So that was weaker than expected for global composite PMIs. And global services PMIs final numbers came in at 56.8 versus the flash numbers, the first numbers that we got, at 58.5. So weaker than expected services and weaker than expected composite PMIs. And as I explained in previous videos, Foxconn had very positive things to say on their earnings yesterday. They said, quote, first quarter of 2025 should show significant growth compared to Q1 2024. And this is alleviating some of the fears that markets may have had heading into this upcoming earnings season. With that said, we have 2.89% short interest of free float, $33 billion sold short in Tesla currently, totaling about 80.61 million shares that are currently sold short. On the day today, you have on net 132,000 shares that have been sold short. So you actually have a net, shorting pressure today. And I wouldn't give up on Tesla stock even for the day today, especially as we get into the last hour or so of trading. You could start to see the stock ramp up. That is kind of what tends to happen when you have all of this bullish option activity. It tends to ramp up into the very last hour of the trading day. So I wouldn't give up on that altogether. But from, again, that technical perspective, you hit resistance, you came back down to support, and now you're just kind of sitting there. Okay, you don't want to go back below 403. So anything, where we are now is just fine. If you get below 403, that's an issue, because that's where we had the close on December 31st and then gapped down the next trading day. That was January 2nd. So above 403, you're just fine. Below that would really start to be a bit of a warning sign. And we got a lot of good news today. Like, Tesla should be moving higher, okay? It should be. It's possible you're just seeing a delayed effect between the news actually coming out and that positively affecting Tesla stock. The news is price target increases. Obviously, the Trump tariff situation sounds a little bit better than it did before, and everything else that we have covered here in this video. Who knows? Maybe it's just Jim Kramer that is, said that he's going to buy Tesla, that's causing Tesla to fall. It's really hard to say at this point because we really don't have any negative news today. And again, even the option activity in Tesla is very positive. You now have 133 different trades totaling $130 million with a positive order value of 92%. Volume today, expiring by this Friday, is 62.5% calls and 37.5% puts. That's almost 2 times more calls than puts today. That's impressive. So let me know what you guys think about this information down below in the comment section. Ladies and gentlemen, have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.